Good morning, everybody. Happy Vlogmas / Dollmas Day 13. I'm Carla, and you're at the bunny trail. I did that completely backwards, and it just threw me off. Okay, so I have got something exciting to share with y'all. I meant to share with y'all in the last video, but I was so caught up and telling y'all the story of what was going on with Mason that I completely forgot to share. Now, this individual is very important to me and has really been, he's caught a lot of flack. And please, in the comments, do not put anything negative. I don't want any hate comments. This is a changed individual, and we're not going to bully on my channel, and we are not going to be ugly to people, to individuals, and he has shown that he is a changed individual. He's, the past is in the past, so it's time to move forward. And I think that's important this time of year. Let bygones be bygones. Forgiveness needs to be active in our life. Because let's face it, if we're holding grudges doesn't do anything but hurt us. It doesn't hurt the one we're holding grudges against. So, without further ado, let me introduce to y'all. Gotta scoot my chair back. Let me introduce to y'all the Abominable Snowman! Woo! Bo! Bo! It's okay! Sorry, guys. Mr. Bojangles didn't know what I was going crazy about. Well, I'm going crazy about this individual. Isn't he adorable? Ooh, me? Ooh. Yes, you, Mr. Abominable. I'm so proud of you. You have done so good at not eating any reindeer anymore. You are such a big help at the North Pole. Do y'all know what he does at the North Pole? Well, let me tell you what he does. He is the official crowner. What'd you say it? He puts the star on the Christmas tree. Yeah, the elves there are too small. And we appreciate that. He is a changed individual, and we love him, and I don't want any hate messages in the comments. We must learn to forgive and move on. Right. Mm-hmm. Isn't he adorable? He's huge. Y'all can see right in front of me how big he is. My oldest child, my daughter, and her boyfriend went to Six Flags, and they won Mr. Abdominal Snowman. Abdominal? I think I'm saying that right. Okay, well, for years and years, you guys, I mean, as far back as I can remember now, when I was young, you know, we did not have cable. We had, you know, just local channels, the big antenna that was outside your home. And when you couldn't get a channel, mom or dad would send you outside to turn the antenna, you know, so you're grabbing onto this little pole and you're slow. You got to turn it slow. You can't turn it fast, you know, turning it till you hear somebody in the living room holler, "Stop!" And then you stop. That's how I grew up. And every year, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman. What are some movies we watched every single year? Oh, and Charlie Brown's Christmas. And they would always have some kind of Christmas special where it would be a bunch of different cartoons. I remember the California Raisins. Do y'all remember the California Raisin Christmas? Yeah, I do. And Lisa's Littles yesterday did a video on some things that she watched growing up, that kind of got you excited and ready for the Christmas Day, and for the holidays, And I was just talking to Brian the other day because some of the shows Brian and I watch, like TV series, we have 2 TV series that we watch, and they've taken a break. Like, since Thanksgiving, they've taken a break for the holidays. So does that mean we don't get to see any kind of, I don't think they showed a Thanksgiving one. So no Christmas. I really enjoy seeing the Christmas, even, okay, come on, it's not real, but I know it's not real, but it's nice to have an escape. The reason why we watch shows that we watch is to escape into their life, or you get what I'm saying, and so I really like the Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. Now they'll do some Halloween ones, but I think they've taken off. Of course, I don't want to say what shows I watch, because I don't want the shows to get a bad rap, because I love the shows. So I'm not going to say what shows they are. I support them completely. I'm so proud of my Abominable Snowman. Now, this year, on Temu, you could buy one that went to the top of the tree, so it was small, but it somehow hung on to the tree, and it had a star in his hand. He had a star in his hand, like he was putting it on top of the tree. I wanted to get that, and I just, not enough. There are other things that were more important that I needed to get. So, like dog clothes. I'm joking. I haven't bought dog clothes since. Okay, the last dog clothes that I bought, it was before Halloween, but it was for Christmas. So, and I have yet to put it on. I'm going to have to do that today. Yes, I've got to make a video today with a couple of babies. I'm wanting to say there's 4 or 5 that I need to get dressed. And so I'm going to do double up time and get them dressed, because then after they're dressed, then I told y'all I bought Christmas clothes, right? Because I thought I couldn't find my Christmas clothes. Well, when I brought my winter baby clothes home from storage, yeah, I found, and you guys, I'm not playing. I've got a lot of Christmas clothes. So I need to get, if they're going to wear the seconds clothes, I need to get busy and get the stuff out. I know there's been a lot of book reading, but I really enjoy this time of year, and I have a lot of Christmas books because I do teach pre-K in my home. And so I do not have a book I can read, that has the Abominable Snowman in it. I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. I do not have a book with you in it. However, I did see at the store the other day, they have an Abominable Snowman book, not Rudolph, because we don't want to bring up your past. But I do have, they do have one that has you and I think your family in it. So I'm going to work towards getting that maybe today or tomorrow, and you can come back on and we'll read it together, okay? Is that okay with you? Okay, so he agrees that is just fine with him. So until then, he's going to listen to the story, but he's going to sit in Dad's desk chair right next to me. Is that okay? Are you good with that? He gives a thumbs up, you guys. Okay, he's good with that. Okay, so let me scoot on up in here. Y'all can see up here my gingerbread. I love those. That is the cutest garland. Yep, I made that. The book I want to read, you guys, and there's a series of these books. When I was a girl, I loved watching Little House on the Prairie. And there's like 5 or 6 of these books. And this is my first Little House books. And it's Christmas in the Big Woods. And it's by Laura Ingalls Wilder. And so all the credit goes to her. And I was hoping it would tell you, because I know I've got another one. I've got Winter in the Big Woods, I think. It's really good. But, okay, so let's see. And I found this one. I'm not sure where I even found it at. Let me angle my phone down some. Here we go. I might have found it at a resale shop. You know, I'm not sure. But okay, so it says, once upon a time, a little girl named Laura lived in the big woods of Wisconsin in a little house made of logs. Can you see in the window? Looks like Laura peeking out of the window. That's a lot of snow. We don't get snow like that here. Laura lived in the little house with her ma, her pa, her big sister Mary, her little sister Carrie, and their good old bulldog Jack. So I'm guessing this, let's see, this Laura, and who was it was her big sister Mary, her little sister Carrie, and then their bulldog right there. You guys, do any of y'all have the lanterns still? Where I grew up in the country, anytime it rained, almost every time it rained, our electricity would go off. And because we live so far out in the country, it would sometimes take a week or more for our electricity to come back on. And we had lanterns. And so I have our 2 childhood lanterns. And I need to actually put some kerosene in them because, you know, you just never know. Christmas was coming and the little house was covered with snow. When Pa came in from shoveling, he caught Laura up in a big bear hug against his cold winter coat. His mustache was covered with melting snowflakes. Ma was busy all day long cooking good things for Christmas. She baked breads and apple pies and filled a big jar with cookies. Laura and Mary got to lick the spoon. I see cookies. Look at the baby crib. Very sweet. Pa and Ma showed Laura and Mary how to make molasses candy by pouring hot sugar and molasses syrup into pans of snow. The syrup hardened at once and turned into candy. Laura and Mary got to eat 1 piece each, but the rest was saved for Christmas Day. Oh, look, they've also got a cat. I wonder what the kitty cat's name is. So I'm guessing this is the candy. Hot molasses poured in snow. I wonder if that tastes like ribbon candy. The day before Christmas, Aunt Eliza, Uncle Peter, and Cousin Peter, Alice, and Ella came to visit. Laura and Mary heard sleigh bells ringing, and then a big bobsled came out of the woods. Aunt Eliza, Uncle Peter, and the cousins were inside, covered with blankets. Boy, this makes us appreciate the heat we have in our vehicles and on our buses. Thank you, Jesus, for heat and speed. Can't imagine how long they had to travel. When everyone came inside, the little house was filled to the seams. Jack ran around in circles, barking happily. Now there were lots of children to play with. Laura and Mary and the cousins put on their warm coats and mittens and scarves and went outside to make pictures in the soft, deep snow. They played so hard that when night came, they were too excited. Oh, wait a minute. They played so hard that when night came, they were too excited to sleep. But they knew they must, or Santa Claus would not come. So they hung their stockings by the fireplace, put on their red flannel nightgowns, and went to bed. Do you see their stockings hanging? There they are. In the morning, they all woke up almost at the same moment and ran to see what was in their stockings. In every stocking was a pair of bright red mittens and a stick of red and white striped peppermint candy. They were so happy they could hardly speak. Oh, someone got a dolly. But Laura was the happiest of all. In her stocking was a beautiful rag doll with black button eyes and a pink and blue calico dress. Laura named her doll Charlotte, and she let all the other children hold her. For Christmas breakfast, Mom made each child a pancake man. All the children held their plates next to the stove and watched while Mom made the pancake men one by one out of pancake batter. Peter ate his up right away, but the girls ate theirs slowly to make them last. They almost look like gingerbread men. See the stove that they cooked on? Wow. It was too cold to go outside, so the children played quietly inside. They ate their candy, admired their mittens, and looked at the pictures in Pa's big green book until it was time for the cousins to go home. Laura held Charlotte in her arms the whole time. At last, Aunt Eliza, Uncle Peter, and the cousins bundled up in their coats and blankets and got into the bobsled. "Goodbye," they called off as they went into the woods. In a little while, the happy sound of sleigh bells was gone, and Christmas was over. But what a happy Christmas it had been. The end. So those were the gifts that Laura got for Christmas. Red mittens, a rag doll, and a peppermint stick. And back then, that was a lot. That was a lot to get. Talking to y'all like y'all are preschool kids. Move my camera back up here. Okay, everybody. I know y'all see this bundle of mess right here. It's not really a bundle of mess. It's kind of my props. I should have wore a prop today. It's got all my little different Christmas headbands and stuff like that in it. Probably in my next video you'll see some. Well, let me try this coffee and see if it's cooled off. I got a drink of coffee earlier and it was super hot. Okay, I feel like a big girl this morning. I've got my coffee with my caramel macchiato creamer. And I actually did a video. I can't believe I did a video in the morning time. And I introduced you to my friend, the abominable snow monster, snowman. Now, again, remember, please no negativity in the comments or you will be blocked and deleted. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all later on today. Merry Christmas. Hello everybody, welcome to the Bunny Trail. I'm Carla, and today I have some good morning everybody, welcome to the